Welcome everyone. Hope everyone's doing really well. T's over eating and having lunch. Say hi everyone. Hi everyone.
Hello.
So just got done looking through and answering some messages in reference to the storms that we've been dealing with.
Yep.
And we want to say thank you, everyone. Thank you for the concern that you've had when it comes to the storms coming around. Short and sweet. Trust me, my friends. I'm a surveyor, civil engineer at heart, and when I selected this area, this piece of dirt, I knew that was an issue. So there is a really big hill back there. There's some really big hills on this side. We're not in a place that it's going to be very easy for any organized whirlywigs. No, they're not going to come in. We do get some tough winds, but anyway, it's been a bit since we've done a video, and there's multiple reasons for it. The first one is we have been really busy at doing some things, and some of you saw that last video and heard me mention some things that we did to help some friends, and that was very helpful. So we've been working on this. We've shown you this. We're slowly working on getting our cabin finishing. Still see we still got ceiling to do, but things are falling into place, and so we wanted to give everybody an update and let everybody know that good things are actually happening. We actually got to go take those eggs right there as soon as I get done with this to go upload it. We'll stop and drop them off at our neighbors who we helped put the roof on his garage. And in doing so, he was gifty back to us. And I turned that gift into like 4 times what we thought we would get.
Yes.
2 to 3 times at least. And somebody is proudly over there leaning on her new
love it.
You love it. Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Well, we got...
I feel like we're actually in our kitchen.
You feel like we're in our kitchen. Oh, I want to make a quick comment. If she still watches our video, Joanna Toro from Venezuela. God, I can.
No, she's not in Venezuela.
No, she was from.
Oh yes.
She was from Venezuela. We interviewed her back in 2018. She was telling.
We were in Missouri.
Yeah, when we were up there, and many of you. Let's just put it this way: many of you have sent us things that you have made. And there's a candle, Miss Angie, if you hear this, that eventually T wants to do something. It's kind of dark, glass enclosure, because she really wants to take it. It's beautiful. And so we're getting that up, and we're getting some other things up, and you can see we're getting situated here. But several things that I wanted to share with you, and I'm going to try and make it short. This is a 3rd attempt at doing this video, and let's see if I can do it the way I want. So the first thing is, this almost didn't happen. I went to those folks up in Missouri, and I went there with the intention, because of the gifty back from helping the
our neighbor
putting up the roof from our neighbor. There were some things that we absolutely felt we wanted to have, and we, of course, we don't keep currency units around like that.
Not much.
No, as a matter of fact, I actually let go of just a little bit of shiny in order to make the trip.
Weren't sure about
I wasn't sure, but even still, I came home with way more than I could ever expect.
2 extra items that you weren't sure about.
Yeah, I was only figuring on being able to get 2, and I got 4 of them. So here's the statement. Law of attraction. What you do? Twist it a little bit?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Law of attraction. You get what you focus on. You get what you think about, and you get what you believe, speak, talk about. And universe will move mountains in order for that to happen. So
because you were wanting one thing, and I happened to be looking at the same website, and I saw this, and I'm like, I would love to have this, because then I can put all my dishes and silverware and get them out of...
We don't have it fully done, but, you know.
I mean, then it's all nice and clean.
Plates.
There's no dust.
Widgets and gadgets and stuff.
Cooking.
You know. So,
no greasy dust on my silverware.
Yeah, no. Great. I mean, we're going to clean. We've cleaned it up. We reorganized all this. We put all cutting boards. I mean, it's starting to finally look good because we were all in boxes and tubs. I still want to do some.
Eventually, we're going to have some cabinets so we can get some other goodies up there.
Yep.
I
also want some curtains over this. But we put all our dry goods away, so we don't have tubs sitting around. We still have some. Still got shelving to do here to put the tea and stuff in. Anyway, the point is this.
Kitty bed right now.
Yeah, kitty bed, right? Cat hair. So, everybody was worried. A lot of people were worried that we were having issues because of that storm. There are storms around us. There are many storms around it. I'm going to explain one aspect of that here in just a second. But I wanted you all to know that things, for the most part, are doing really, really well for us. And it's tough. And I'm sorry we don't have the videos up, but, you know, there's some things have changed here so that we have some things going on that we're not going to do videos on at all. And due to the continued influence from the governmentus corporate insertion of controlling hands.
Yes.
We want to preserve the channel in case I ever really need to say something that needs to be said.
Yes.
So, unfortunately, from this moment on, I'm not going to do any more political or geopolitical or economic or any kind of commentary. We're going to kind of just hang on homesteading, and I'll put that up on both channels when we have projects like what we're doing here.
Right.
And because several things. Many of you know that I was wanting an apprentice. That has happened, and because of the situation around that, we're not gonna. None of that will go up publicly because it is private focused, and so there's a significant amount of my time going there to local people, local communities, local stuff. That's what we want, and we would love it if many of you that we made friends with were local. But you know, It is what it is. But I want to tell you, stay focused. And you've heard me say this message 100 times, and I'll say it one more time. There is a tremendous amount of really messed up stuff going on, and I'll just say this: over the last 3 or 4 or 5 days, there's this stuff from a doctor artist talking about venom and stuff like that. I don't want to get into all that. No. Yeah, the negative energy around it is just horrific. And just quickly. One of the reasons that I'm not going to do a lot more political, geopolitical, economic, or any other commentary like that is because right now the negative energy, and you can feel it at night. You know, the last night was a full moon, and oh God, that was crazy.
The last few nights, yeah. Been crazy.
So we need to stay focused on positive. We need to stay focused on what's going what we can do, what we can create.
What you can do for your own community and those around you. Stay focused on being that positive and helping others around you. Don't worry about granted, take a look at what's going on in the world, but stay focused positively on what you can do for your community and yourself.
Exactly, because my concern, and I've told you this over the last few weeks, is I wanted to observe things in these particular last couple of months due to the events that have been occurring. And I am of the opinion that there is still no good guys out there. And my real concern is this: based on what we're seeing, and she and I have been battering this around with, it's still everyone on every side still look like they're playing a role that is in concert behind the scenes, kind of the what is it, WWE or WWF?
It used to be both. Who knows what it is now?
Or whatever it is now. And the point is this, it still seems like there is coordination in what is being said to play out roles in order for an outcome, in order to manipulate it. Even between Mr. Putin and Mr. Biden and them. I mean, they all look like they're...
Geriatric.
Mr. Jerry, yeah. So the point is this, I am more and more nervous about one aspect, and the aspect is, again, my greatest concern was not the governance mentis in the long run, because they always seem to collapse upon themselves. However, it's not looking like that's going to happen. It looks like they're still very, 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 very much in control.
Keep the show going.
Now, here's my twist on that aspect of the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Up until now, I've been in the belief that it would be totally a breakdown in social structure and a collapse of the power control networks and systems. That was my gut feeling and belief the whole time.
Right.
However, now I am still thinking that the powers that want to be are retaining enough control to actually possibly play out some of the fears many of us have had about tyrannical governments.
Yeah.
And them doing things that are horrific, and ours fulfilling that, because there is nobody in this country standing together. And what really, really, really concerns me is, let's just say this event goes down, that many are talking about, the good guys are behind the scenes going to do this, and this.
Yeah.
My concern is maybe that's still part of the show. And if it's part of the show, there's nothing real and true.
Right.
Which means that would also explain the reason why Mr. Polney is still in belief that we are still setting up for that point, and 3.5 years later, and from a biblical aspect, 3.5 years later, guess that's when they implement the control mechanisms for the beast system. And if that's the case, that means they never lost control in the first place.
No.
So, tug of war on this storm versus that storm, and the BS that's going along with it. And if everything's happening on specific days for specific reasons, is that possibly controlled? Did they not choose these dates on? I don't know. Anyway, the point is this, because of that, I'm not going to be putting up a lot of that. I've taken down most of those videos. I might go through and thin them out a little bit more so that there's nothing online. If I decide to do something like that, it may go solely up on Patreon. Most of the good people who are still on YouTube reserve all that discussion for private.
For Patreon, but
so I think that might be what. So for right now, just make sure you understand that because of the scenarios that we're in and because of the things that we're seeing, we still feel it's best because nobody will stand together. We're not all coming.
Those that try to are being
yeah. Bad things are happening. So lighting. Isn't that beautiful? So I want you to understand, you do get what you think about. You do get what you focus on. And that's one of the reasons why we see a lot of focus on really, really negative, bad things, is to try and get people to attract into their lives the horrible things. So stay focused on what you can. You know, I don't like the saying prep, pray, and stay out of the way. Well, if we didn't stay out of the way and we all went after these jokers on a local basis, maybe it would all be over by now. I don't know. But for now, we are doing what we can here. And if I come up with a good video, I do want to do a video on the trim work for the windows, just to show you how I'm doing it. But we'll see that. And now I should go show them the rest of the new additions to our ability to produce fun stuff. So,
you know, our luck is right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She dug out her
my horseshoe from
horseshoe.
my grandpa.
We put that up. Got some other. I mean, we're slowly making it a nice, fine home. So let me go out here and show you real quick. Mittens. Jeez. All right. So, for all of you who are woodworkers, metal workers, or want some good, decent tools, for the first time I've gone to these folks. I was in the process of putting this box back together. I'm going to tell you what, that is one hell of an expensive box for that thing, but unfortunately it is like so many other things. Does it say right there? Oh, yeah, right down there at the bottom. MADEIN China. So, we're actually looking at using this. This is what the cabinet came in. We're actually looking at using this. Get some light on here. Is maybe as a feed bin. So we're going to repurpose this thing. Imagine what it would cost you to try and put that together. Lighting on this sucks. There we go. This is because it's so cloudy out. I got a lot of the wood prepared for doing the windows, and we'll get to that here shortly. But there you go, my friends. I have 3 new tools to help me create and produce things out of wood as the days move forward. All of these 3 items were considered scratch and dent. You cannot buy the scratch and dent and have it shipped to you. You'd have to go to the store, which is in Springfield, Missouri. And I want to tell you, I'm going to give the guy a hell of a kudos. Roger, put that right there. Well, maybe not. Roger was the sales guy that I worked with, and he actually made our dream come true because, you know, I've told you I've wanted a decent table saw. It's not a saw stop. The saw stops were 1900. I actually did this for less than half. Now, the full price on these are, I think they're $1,500, $1,600. I'm not going to get into all the exact specifics, but this was a scratch and dent, so there's a big ding right here. So some other issues that I got to modify. On this one, there is only cosmetic issues. Only, it says, because that's at the ticket. Cosmetic damage. And I don't even see it. I've looked around on it. I don't see it. This one, on its work ticket, was the planer knives thickness was not the same on both sides. So somebody ran a board through here, and one side was thinner and the other side was thicker, whatever. And you see that little bolt or that little screw nut right there? That's how you adjust it. So if it's off a little bit, you loosen that dude, you turn this thing up here, then you tighten that back down, and you have to also adjust the little connecting rod or whatever it goes. There's little ways that you can do this. So here's the thing. Anybody who knows what they're doing can maintain their own things. You maintain your food by hoeing it. You can maintain your tools by making adjustments on it. I've had to do that with my saws, my planers, and all of that stuff. I've done this all before. But this was spectacular. I have no idea still how I managed to do all three of these items for the currency units that I did. It was spectacular. It really was. And I want to thank Roger, if he hears this or ever sees this, for making it happen, because I only expected, I was going there mainly to get one of these and one of these. And I had put it out to Universe, I want one of those. And T put out real hard that she wanted that thing. She said, I want that. And I got there, because we were looking at potentially getting a scratch and dent cabinet. And they had one there. And they just, it was pretty bad. One end of it, one corner of it was really crunched up, and you'd be looking at it, and it had a few other dents, but it got to where, I can't do that. Let me see if we can do this. And after he put the numbers together for these, that left me so close on even a new one of those. I threw a curveball at Roger, and I said, Roger, here's the deal. I have so many units of paper here. Is there any chance you can squeeze one of those in there? He said, well, let me see what I could do. It took him about 30 minutes of running back and forth, talking to this person, that person, but he did it. And like I said, I'm not going to give you numbers because I don't want to promise that he could deliver anything like that for you. But this is what I'm telling you. When you feel good and you know you want it, and things are lining up, things will come into your world that everybody else will go, oh my God, how did you do that? And get jealous. And jealousy is the worst kind of energy. But then again, like I said, there's a big old scratch or scuff there and there, but who cares? The motor works, everything runs. I just got a few adjustments to make and maybe a dent to bang out or something like that. That one has no issue with it. I don't have the box. I have most of the stuff, the pieces and stuff and manuals there, but what will you do to get what you want, or believe that you can get what you want? Anyway, so that's what we've got. In the future, you will see us making a whole lot of stuff with these things. Once I can get the house and cabin finished, oh my goodness, I cannot wait to what we can really start to do. Anyway, so yes, my friends, the storms are close, and it's starting to rain again. Here comes the rain. I got to get tea, and we got to get this box out of the rain. We're going to do something with that. Make a feed bin out of it or something. I'm not sure. You guys got any ideas? What could we do to use that? Feed bin, I think, is the biggest thing. Anyway, I said once to a friend several years ago, 3-4 years ago, I said, look, we have these dreams together because we were talking about doing this together. And I said to him, I said, we're going to be walking through a mind field, not a mine, M-I-N-E, a M-I-N-D field, mind field, and things are going to be blowing up around us. The only way we're going to get through it is to stay focused on where we want to be. So, my friends, stay focused on where you want to be, ignore the BS, and what's that last saying? There's the rain. Hey, Smokey. What's that last saying? It is not the strongest nor the smartest that makes it through challenging, changing times. It is those who are most willing to change with the times. And I probably twisted it around. See what else we got? That's going to go here. Look at that. It's coming in. A lot of work to do it, but it's coming in. So we wish you all well. You be blessed. Our love and prayers are with you. And when I can get some other videos put together, I will. And we'll keep it at that for a while until I see things improve. For right now, I got real sick feelings in my belly about what's happening with our system that's in place, the beast system. It is getting worse and worse. So, on that note, say bye, Shadow. Bye, Midnight. Bye, Smokey. See if I can do this. Bye-bye.